Ninja! Ninja! Ninja!
It's 11:59 at Radio Free America, and this is Uncle Sam with music and the truth until dawn. Right now, I got a few words for some of our brothers and sisters in the occupied zone. The chair is against the wall. The chair is against the wall. John has a long mustache. John has a long mustache. It's 12 o'clock, Americans, another day closer to victory. And for all of you out there on or behind the lines, this is your song.
And welcome everybody to our Daily Gun Show. Come to you live every weeknight at midnight Eastern, and we talk about guns for an hour. And nobody's here tonight except for Pink joining us from Ohio. Thanks for joining.
Yep, thanks for the invite.
Down here in Arizona, and I guess it won't be an hour chat. It'll just be a quick one. I am doing something else at the moment, and I'm done with that. So I'll jump back over and see if anybody's around. I've got quite a few links out there, but nobody's jumping in. So nobody's chatting, and you know, we're not here to just blabber. So a couple of people on the YouTube side, but I don't know. Is there something else going on today? Is there sports today? Sports always ruin things.
Well, I know that a lot of the bowl games were going, but not this late.
Yeah, a lot of people watch their sports and they get depressed or whatever.
Yeah.
So what have you been up to?
Not much, just working.
Yeah, same here. So we did get a bunch of people ordered stuff from the store today. Do appreciate that. We're having a blowout repatch weekend because I'm trying to get SHOT Show, and selling stuff from the store would be one way to do it. I will be putting stuff on eBay and things as well. And as I was thinking about ways to get things that are not eBay friendly out of the collections and out to be sold, I started thinking about putting them on 24/7 Gun Show, our sister site to Gun Channels, where we have a free auction you can use to sell stuff that isn't necessarily eBay friendly, or if you just want to have like a no cost way to put something out there for people to buy if they want it. I was thinking about putting stuff over there, and I'm going to put some things up from my collections and then do a sort of a live shopping thing. So people can buy like a $50 or $100 slot, and then instead of just getting a random, like first I was thinking how to sell the bayonets, right? And I could try to bundle a couple of different bayonets together into like a $100 collection, or $150 collection is more reasonable because some of them are, you know, $30 or $50, and one
Right.
or two collection you want to have like 5 sometimes. So I could probably get, you know, a couple of different collections out of all the bayonets I've got, especially with all the extras and things. And I was thinking, well, what if somebody looks at the book? Because I was thinking I've got a bunch of books from Martin, and one of the reasons I don't think I'll be going to SHOT is I bought a bunch of books from Martin. I only paid him half of those books, so I'm sitting here being a mooch to like my friends and stuff. I need to pay him back before I start going on my next adventures and stuff. So anyway, I've got these books from Martin's, and I was thinking, oh, I'm gonna, you know, bundle them with some bayonets, and then that way people have a collection. And I'm thinking, what, this is in the old-fashioned days where you have to buy stuff sight unseen. So I'm thinking I'll let people buy a chunk of the collection and then send them the book, and then once they've looked at the book and we can chat about it and stuff, we can talk about what I've got and what they're interested in, and then they can pick the ones that they want after knowing what's going on with them. So if they have something in mind that they want specifically, of course, they can just grab that bayonet off the store or whatever, or off one of those auctions. But if they're interested in just kind of learning what they want, and then I figure that turns into a live thing, and that's sort of a whole nother way to do stuff. So I'm going to try thinking about doing that this time. Well, I am doing that this time. We'll see if anybody thinks it's worth doing. So I gave away a ammo collection to Gary earlier today, and then that was given to Yoder. So we'll see how it goes with the ammo. I've got a lot of ammo that I've bought over the years that was just collectible stuff, and then that way somebody can get, you know, instead of just as an assorted, you know, assortment literally out of the collection, they can maybe pick some specific things they want.
Like an a la carte.
Mm-hmm. With some with the added, like, not just having to know what you want. We'll go live and we'll have the stuff there. we could poke around and chat about it and come up with what's ideal for them. So something like an ammo collection, okay, an ammo collection. I guess if you don't really care, ammo collection is an ammo collection. But if you're seriously collecting something, you might want, I don't know, a 308 collection, or you might want something that's all a bunch of different 44 Magnums or something. Or you might want something that's, just carry ammo or cowboy ammo. I don't know. So instead of just having an assortment of one of each, which may be interesting to some people, but be, completely uninteresting to others, kind of play around. And how neat would it be if that catches on, where I just got a bunch of neat stuff and it's for sale and people can buy some of it if they want. And if they have questions, they can ask about them. And then, that's sort of like the whole gun show loophole thing when I was trying to buy stuff and, have just interesting stuff to offer the Patreon supporters who were kind of helping to support the, the vendors at shows and the gun shops that we've found.
Right. Now, how soon are you going to be doing that show?
Oh, I guess whenever Yoder's got some time. I have to get with him and see what he wants to do. I'm going to send a link out there. See Cycles out there. He's interested in jumping in. So we usually send people links over on the gun channel side. If we see your green over there, that's how you know that you're active. So that's how I know to send people links. And some people ain't, and most people aren't. So let's see if we got a gun shop of the day today.
Let's see. I know you had one listed.
I usually do. I had
Billings, Army, Navy.
This is the last of my shows I had set up. I got lazy having all my shows set up from like a month ahead of time. So Billings, Army, Navy, let's see. Oh, this is that awesome shop. So this is, I'll be talking about this one a lot because I was definitely excited about going into this one. It's the kind of shop you get lost in. There's so many aisles and stuff, and there's just all this cool stuff. So we've talked about it before, but definitely want to let people know if you're ever in Billings, Montana, take some time to go to one of the coolest surplus stores out there, and just an experience. But definitely buy something from them. It's not the cheapest stuff, but you're also in Billings, Montana, for crying out loud.
So is that the one with the maps?
Maps?
Or the sign, like a map to the
different
rooms or something?
That one was a hotel in Beaver, Utah, sort of
okay.
Salt Lake City and Vegas, and that's just out in the middle of like a big valley, out in the middle of nowhere. Is the town Beaver. I don't think it's a very big town, and that's like an old hotel. That one's a little different. This one is just one big room, really. I mean, it's not. It's lost. You get lost in the aisles because there's whatever you call these, like shelves built up, but it's not because you can get lost in the store, really. It's just a big square, big rectangle. It's like a building in a office block, a city block. So, as I should say, so it's just a big giant rectangle.
Oh, that's nice size.
And this is me standing about the middle, looking south, I think. So yeah, it's some size to it. Anyway, so it's our gun shop at Billings, Montana. Our Billings, Army, Navy in Billings, Montana. Cycle just jumped in. Anything going on?
Hi there.
Ooh, sound like you're 3 blocks away.
Can you hear me again?
Very low.
Very low again. That damn
As if something wasn't even plugged in, right? Really low. Well, I don't know. Maybe people are having trouble hearing us again like the other night. It seemed okay in Gary's show earlier. Gary had his first show, his first Friday show at least, on the new cycle or routine. Oh, cycle, look at that. Looks like I featured Yankee today on the show, so we're featuring Yankee today. Yankee's one of the people that we both met.
Yep.
Both hung out with Yankee. We both went to the $1,000 dinner. We went to some buffet, I think. Did you go with you were there with Brandon and everybody too at that other year, right?
Nope. That was before I went.
Okay. And then you hung out with Yankee when you went to TriggerCon or no?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been to TriggerCon with Yankee. Met up a couple other Gun Channels members, Kisan and Daniel up there.
Any better luck, Cycle? Boy, they're out to get us. Maybe the technology's catching up with us. So we'll hold out for Gunstreamer. Hopefully they'll have some tech for us here to replace this YouTube stuff that seems to be breaking. I don't know. We blame it on YouTube. It's easier to blame it on YouTube.
Yeah.
If you're a show. So let's see what else I got in the show notes here. Anything interesting? Gun of the day. Look at that. Looks like it's a something from Silencer. Oh, it's a Maxim.
Maxim.
I don't remember what year this was. This might have been the first year they debuted it. And really good lighting that year. They had like they usually know what they're doing with their booth. And this year they did good with the lighting. The next year I think it was pretty crappy with the lighting. Actually, it was all fancy, but you couldn't take pictures really well. So take one of these, leave it.
I'd take it.
Oh yeah, I'll take it in a minute. Crazy. Plus you get capsules out and stuff. So looks like it got what do you tell? There's 141 thingies, hearts over here. There's a couple of comments from December. All right, Enrique's out there saying he can hear, so yeah, I guess our content just sucks that bad. I guess that's the end of the Daily Gun Show. Been fun. Thanks for watching. 725 episodes. Good run.